Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Ged Thompson and I am Head of Risk and Compliance at Bede Gaming. I have a team of compliance specialists whose role is to work within Bede with our product specialists, with our development teams, to understand the needs of our regulators, to understand the needs of our clients, and to make sure that the Bede platform and everything we do meets those and wherever possible exceeds those regulatory and client needs. What does safer gambling mean to Bede Gaming? Well, definitely let's start with what it isn't. And it certainly isn't about just paying lip service to the latest regulatory area of interest. It's more of a core principle for Bede. It's a cultural thing. We may use our compliance specialists or our product specialists as guardrails, as a bit of a steer, a bit of an oversight group. But fundamentally, it's a cultural thing with Bede. It permeates everything we do, from the leadership at Bede to the development teams at Bede to the live services and client success areas at Bede. It's fundamental to everything that we do. Policies and safer gambling. Yes, I'm of the view that you can't distill safer gambling just into a policy or a suite of policies specifically. To get safer gambling right, it has to be a cultural thing, it has to be an organisational thing, it has to be led from the top, but it has to be embryonic throughout the organisation. So you can't just distill it down into one policy or two policies perhaps. That said, we have a code of conduct at Bede that sets the tone for life at Bede and sets the tone for how we do business with our clients. And what that means is our default position on safer gambling is to work continuously with our clients to understand their needs, their aspirations, their vision, and ultimately be a strong strategic partner with those clients in enabling them to deliver on their safer gambling obligations. I think now we're seeing a shift in recognition that industry needs to promote a healthy and sustained customer base. That sustained customer base nurtures happy, engaged players who will happily, with the right support, come back to client sites on a continuous basis. We're also in the middle of a huge technology shift with artificial intelligence. We're seeing that artificial intelligence is very, very quickly being recognised as something that can support operators in identifying potential areas of harm, enabling them to put the right intervention strategies in at the earliest possible moment. We also expect safer gambling to continue to be at the forefront of regulatory and industry minds. We're seeing the rollout of Gam Protect in the UK. Gam Protect in the UK enables operators to identify where players may be at potential risk and allow other operators to be aware of this potential risk and take appropriate action. And we're also seeing movement in Ontario towards a new centralised self-exclusion system, and we expect to see particular movement on that in early 2025. Bede are continuously working with our partners to understand their needs, their goals, their aspirations, their vision and everything in relation to safer gambling. We maintain a continuous cycle of development within our Bede platform, and this enables us to maintain a market-leading platform in the safer gambling world. We have specific tools within our Bede platform, such as our campaign manager module, and there are responsible gaming triggers within that campaign manager module. For example, we can trigger alerts on repeated failed deposits, or we can identify where there are repeated limit changes for a particular customer. We enable the data analysis of both the master player account and also the individual player account, giving a very holistic picture of one unique individual. And we have a live data set that allows operators to set up a dashboard so they can monitor and detect particular areas and patterns of potential harm. There are many, many more responsible gaming features within the Bede platform, enabling our operators to detect, intervene and support their players and reduce the potential of harm, implement the appropriate strategies, and generally promote that sustained customer base that we've talked about before. We'll talk a lot more about this and the responsible gaming features within the Bede platform throughout Safer Gambling Week. Please look out for more.